Dear friends, today I'm going to make a Dutch snack. I made a chicken soup, and with the chicken soup I took some broth, and this I will use to make a gorgeous ragout, which has to be a little bit more stiff because we make bitterballs. Bitterballen. First I'm going to melt the butter. And I keep the butter moving so the butter won't burn. So now this is 80 grams of butter, and this is 100 grams of just ordinary flour. We just heat the roux, so this way you will get rid of the flour taste. And make sure you keep on moving it so it won't fetch on the bottom, because we really don't want a burnt taste in our gorgeous bitterballen, little croquettes. And now I'm going to fill it up with my, as you can see, there's already a little bit of chicken and a little bit of parsley. We will just fill it in, and now we have to make sure that it will become a beautiful homogeneous ragout. And this is a sort of party food because it snacks, it goes in, it's going to be fried at the end, and then we'll wait for it to get stiff in the fridge. Make sure you keep on moving at the bottom. As you can see, the flour is starting to melt, and if you think it's not melting, you will just take a whisk, what I will do, because I really want it to become a very smooth batter. And now we're going to warm this up, heat this until it loses its flourness, because we really want a silky, smooth taste. As you can see, it's getting tougher to stir. I'm going to wait for it to become stiff. Oh, it's smelling so nice. As you can see, it's off the heat. And now I'm going to make it taste even better. So I do just a splash of cream, a little bit more salt, a little bit of pepper, although I already had it in the chicken soup. I also will give it a little bit of mustard. Sorry. And I have some parsley, and I have some, I just cut it small, and I just do a little squeeze. Be aware of the pits, little bit. Now I'm going to get a spoon to try. Always take a clean spoon, because you have all things in your mouth. It's rather delicious. Oh yeah, this is what I'm going to put in this form, and I will put some cling film on it, otherwise it will get a very tough edge. And in 2-3 hours you will be able to make balls of it. So until then, and make sure it touches your ragout, so the air won't be able to make a tough edge. This will go in the fridge. The ragout from the fridge was very tough, and I can't find my ice scoop, so I'm going to do it by hand, which of course is a little bit more difficult, because it's a little bit bigger than a golf ball. This is eye white. I just use 2 to be sure that I have enough. Do a little bit of flour in it. This is how it's supposed to look. And now I'll put my bitterball first into the very fine breadcrumbs. It's best if you make it of your bread. And then you do this and try to keep one hand dry, and then it goes in the little bit more rough panko. And that's the first one. You can see when you do this, and if you have a nice ice scoop, that's even better, because then you know you will always have the same size. Make sure it's all covered, because otherwise these crumbs won't stick. As you can see, here is a little bit egg white with panko. As you can see, I already have 4, and I think I will be able to make about 20. And yeah, if you want to freeze them, you just put them on the plate and freeze them apart. And when they're a little bit tough, I think after an hour, you can put them in the bag. But don't think I'll put them in the bag and freeze them, because it will be one big bitterball. Play soccer, football with it. My oil is about 180, 185, and this is just a few seconds. And I've got some kitchen towel. Every time you put in these balls, the heat will lower. So just put a few in, like I do now. Have a look. It's about 2.5 minutes in the oil when you have it at 180, 185. Have a look how beautiful they are. Oh, I forgot to time, and my son is really looking forward to finally eating the bitterballs. I put a little bit of salt on the fried parsley, and have a look how gorgeous they look. So that they lose a little bit of the fat. These are the gorgeous bitterballs. Please try and enjoy.